A 30-year-old unsolved murder case has just recently been solved. I wanted to break this case down, so let's start from the very beginning. June 28, 1997, a man and his daughter went out for a stroll in a wooded area of Hempstead Lake State Park. This park is located in Lakeview, New York. They stumbled across a Rubbermaid container, and inside was a female torso. The head, both arms, and legs were missing. Police arrived, and inside the container they found the torso with a red towel and a floral pillowcase. Police had very little luck with identifying her, but they published this very infamous photo of the victim's tattoo, hoping someone could recognize it and lead them to an identification. They also noticed a surgical scar on the abdomen. They thought it was possibly from a C-section. They later got a call from a man named Steve Cullen, and he was a tattoo artist in Connecticut who claimed he did the tattoo himself. He remembered his customer as a young black woman about 18 or 19 years old. She was with her aunt and a cousin, and during her session, she spoke about having boyfriend problems. It's a possibility the killer removed her limbs because of tattoos on her arms and legs that they didn't want found. Police would later name her as Jane Doe number 3, aka Peaches. Her case went cold for 14 years until April of 2011 when multiple body parts of hers were found. But also, unfortunately, the remains of a 2-year-old child was found as well. They were discovered almost 10 miles from where the torso was initially discovered, and the toddler was dumped about 150 feet away from where Peaches' additional remains were found. Due to the location of where the remains had been found, police linked Peaches and Baby Doe to the Long Island serial killer. But things changed December of 2015 after DNA analysis linked Baby Doe and Peaches. This DNA analysis showed that they both were mother and daughter. The case was then turned over to the FBI where they were identified. Peaches' real name was Tanya Denise Jackson. She was born October 22, 1970 in Mobile, Alabama. At the time of her death, she was 26 years old. She drove a black 1991 Geostorm. She was a U.S. Army veteran and had served from 1993 to 1995. And on March 17, 1995, she had her daughter, Tatiana Marie Dykes, in Texas. At the time of her death in 1997, Tanya was living in Brooklyn, New York, and she was a single mother working as a medical assistant. She was estranged from her family and was never reported missing. They did later cooperate with authorities and provide DNA samples to confirm the identities of Tanya and Tatiana, to which police of course later found a match. Tanya had been linked to multiple states, including Georgia, Missouri, and also Texas, and this was due to her time served in the military. Investigators at this point also questioned if their deaths was not at all linked to the Gilgo Beach murders. It was at this point that detectives decided to keep their options open for suspects, and Rex was never charged with this murder. Officials also at the time stated that Tatiana's father was cooperating, and he was not considered a suspect. He had moved from Brooklyn in May of 2000. Now, nearly 30 years later, 66-year-old Andrew Dykes was arrested on November the 3rd, 2025. He was taken into custody by Hillsborough Sheriff's Office on a fugitive warrant for the murder of Tanya Jackson. December 5th, 2025, Andrew was indicted by a grand jury for second-degree murder. He was arrested in Tampa and is currently being held in jail, waiting to be extradited to Long Island. Police also did establish that 2-year-old Tatiana Marie Dykes is his biological daughter, and detectives believe that Tatiana and Tanya were killed around the same time in 1997. They have not yet released any other information about what additional evidence they currently have against Andrew. I'm sure we will be hearing some additional details here soon, especially in the new year coming up. I'm definitely going to be following this trial since I have followed this case since a teen, literally. Let me know what you think about it in the comments, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching.